No doubt about it, it's harder today to get into self-storage than it's been in a long time, or perhaps ever. Prices are still high, cap rates are still low, there's a lot of new space out there to compete with. So let's today talk about a way to reduce the risk for getting in or growing your self-storage business. Let's talk about mixed-use projects. My name is Mark Helm, and I'm the author of Creating Wealth Through Self-Storage, and I'm the creator of the Quick Start Academy. And the Quick Start Academy houses the self-storage boot camp, the on-demand self-storage boot camp, which will take you from wherever you are right now all the way through to putting your first or next facility into service. This is the exact same training we do at the live and the virtual live boot camps, with the workbook, all the resources that we use in our company, the forms that we use, everything you need to go from wherever you are now to putting your next or first self-storage facility into service is available at the on-demand boot camp. Go to creatingwealththroughselfstorage.com, find out more about it. But today, let's talk about what has been some of our most successful projects, which are mixed-use projects. It's a way to defer some of the risk that's inherent with self-storage today. Here are some of the uses that we have combined with self-storage. We've had retail users in the same building and same project. We've had office users in the same project. We've had bulk warehouse in the same project. We've had record storage in the same project. And we've had indoor parking in the same project as self-storage facilities. Here are some other uses that we haven't had but we're considering. Multifamily, last mile, flex space. These are just some of the uses that you can mix with self-storage. Why would you do that? Well, it gives you future space to expand your self-storage into, and it generates income immediately, especially while you're in lease-up. I'll give you a case study. Some of you may know this. I actually did a video called Urban Self-Storage Project a number of years ago. But coming out of the Great Recession, I'd been involved in a downtown high-rise project development, and one of my partners there was pushing on me to do some self-storage in that immediate area, because as we were marketing the condo project, we saw that there was a lot of infighting and a lot of scrambling for the storage in the building. So she thought, and rightfully so, that a self-storage project in the area would probably do very well. But it was, 2009, 2010. I'd had a lot of fun getting financing on some other self-storage projects, so I was not in a big rush to do it, but I was really getting pushed by that partner. At the same time, a friend of mine was I was helping him find a location for his growing sign company. So I had the bright idea, let's combine the two. I found a building that could work, and I decided to put the two projects together to reduce my risk in 2010 on the self-storage project. So in the 46,000 square foot building you just saw, we carved off 9,000 square feet for the sign company and did a separate lease with them. Now, the balance of it, we created two-story self-storage in it. We made the sign company partner a partner in the self-storage as well, because when it came time to expand into his space, we wanted him to be fully vested in the entire project so that he would be incentivized to move if we needed that space. So he became a partner in the self-storage as well. We did a lease. We were getting at the end of the day, we were starting off the project. Before I leased the first self-storage unit, we were getting 5 something a square foot on a 5-year lease from the sign company. So I had my first $46,000 in place before we rented our first self-storage unit. We kept that project for 10 years, made a good profit on the exit. It's a totally different time now in 2021 than it was in 2010, but we still have challenges. You will always have challenges. Mixed-use projects can help you tackle some of the challenges you're dealing with today. I like them because I had income coming from day one. I had expansion space to go into from day one. And my expansion space was generating good income for me. We've all heard about multiple sources of income, correct? Conversions lend themselves very well to mixed-use projects. In fact, I only think there's been one conversion I've been involved in that was not a mixed-use project. It requires some additional skill sets, perhaps, to put the deal together or to get the tenants. Yes, I have paid tenant improvements to move someone in. Yes, I've paid commissions to get tenants in the space. But overall, we've been very successful with our mixed-use projects. And REITs are used to mixed-use projects, especially in urban environments. So it doesn't eliminate on an exit selling to an institutional buyer if that's your play. We've done it. So don't overlook this gem of an idea if you're trying to figure out how to get in the self-storage business or how to do your next deal. So if you want to be in a certain market, but you're clear that there's not enough demand for, let's say, 50,000 square foot project there, doing a mixed-use project would allow you to slowly get a foothold, a storage foothold in a particular trade area, and then slowly over time be able to bring more of that space into self-storage. Might be a way to do a deal that you would otherwise walk on because of the risk involved in doing all self-storage at once. We had one project where we were doing a conversion and we had just finished phase 1 and we had even ordered or were signing the order for the storage system for the phase 2 piece. We had a tenant rent that building as just a warehouse. We told that we terminated that lease because we were getting ready to do the expansion, and we got wind that a REIT, an Extra Space, was opening a multi-story conversion in that same submarket, in that same trade area. And we just didn't want to have 2 projects in lease up at the same time. So we halted that expansion and we turned that into indoor parking to wait out that REIT leasing up. We were getting $200 a space. It was a very profitable way to wait out an expansion. So we've even used this mixed use idea on projects that we currently own so that we don't have to compete head on and have 2 projects in a lease up situation racing to the bottom in rents. So don't overlook mixed-use projects as you figure out how to get into business or to do your next deal. If you have expertise in another area of real estate, combine that perhaps with self-storage to create a mixed-use project. Look, there's always challenges. No matter where you are in the real estate cycle, no matter what's going on, there are always challenges. Very often, difference between success and not being successful is coming up with creative ideas, and mixed-use projects is a creative way to reduce the risk that's inherent in where we happen to be in the self-storage cycle today. We are only limited by our own thinking. What often creates the successful from the unsuccessful is the implementation of creative ideas and the courage to see them through. So I look forward to being with you next week. My name is Mark Helm. I'm the author of Creating Wealth Through Self-Storage. I'm the creator of the Storage World Analyzer, the financial analysis tool we use as we're looking at self-storage projects to do. You can find out more about it at creatingwealththroughselfstorage.com or storageworldanalyzer.com. Thank you very much, and I look forward to being with you again next week.